Whoa, what's up? This Block Talk News. Thank you for subscribing and shit. Today's video is called The American Dream is Becoming the White Man's American Nightmare. And I know I scared a couple of you weak motherfuckers off soon as I said white man, because you motherfuckers don't have no problem walking around talking about how fucked up black people is and saying, oh, we gotta do better as a people. Always trying to loop everybody in when it's something bad, but when it's one motherfucker, when it's, oh man, how about you help the community? What the motherfuckers gonna reply with? They gonna be just like Steve Harvey. Well, my family and my people straight, so I gotta. That's when motherfuckers won't be I. But when they see some negative shit, they won't be like, we got to do better. Oh, it's we now, huh, motherfucker? All right, let's read this fucking article. Now, this video is by the Detroit Free Press. I always say where I'm getting the article from. That way they don't just say I'm stealing or thieving. This dumbass article was written by Randy Essex. This a disclaimer. Whoever think cursed words actually means something, that frogs gonna fall from the sky, you better leave now, because I'm about to go in on this bullshit. Show the first paragraph. Last month, a reliable family guy with a big laugh became a news story when he didn't show up for work. A week later, he was found dead of what authorities are confident was a suicide. It's not uncommon. Like people I've known who have taken their lives, he was a hard-working, middle-aged white guy with a solid track record. Exactly the kind of American most likely to die by suicide. Each case is heartbreaking and haunting. Now let's break that shit down. He already started off by trying to get at our fucking emotions, talking about the dude had a big smile and all of that. But that's the ideal motherfucking American most likely to kill himself by suicide. Because clearly, as we could tell by priests, everything is not always what it seems, you dig? But the news ain't gonna say that. They gonna keep showing black dudes and the murder is sky fucking high amongst blacks, even though these suicides is by gun violence and is more whites at 80% murdering themselves than black people, which means most of the gun violence is not fucking Chicago. I will repeat, it ain't Chicago, Detroit, New Orleans, Brooklyn, none of that bullshit. It's these people in fucking Actor Fool, Aspen, you dig? Killer, Colorado. You don't be hearing them say no shit like that, but let's get to the next clip. I blame in part the American dream. Suicide is increasing from 10.4 deaths per 100,000 white Americans in 2000 to 14 white Americans in 2017. Statistically, an area roughly the size of Detroit, that means about 600 people themselves in 2017, about 150 more than in 2000. You see that shit? It's higher than black on black crime. So when your grandma and grandpa saying it's the pants saggers and all of that dumb shit, ask them about these people killing their fucking selves, picking up these guns and blowing their brains the fuck out. Went from 10 to 14 in 2007. Ain't that a bitch? Put up the next slide. While research shows that vast majority of suicides involve substance abuse and or mental illness, diagnosed or not, it leaves me with a lot of questions. Why do white males with all the advantages we are afforded in American society account for 70% of suicides and kill ourselves at nearly twice the national rate? Question 2. Why is suicide suddenly rising among women, 45 to 64, though it remains 3 times higher at 29.1 for men of the same age? Why is this rate highest in Mountain West vacation haven and outdoor playground? I'm not an expert, but I've known a handful of men over the years who took their own lives. I'm in a prime demographic myself, and I spent 3 years as an editor near Aspen, Colorado. As strange as it may seem, an area plagued by suicide. Breakdown. While research shows a vast majority is coming from mental abuse and drugs. Y'all see how that shit go? Because they quickly always give them the mental. Y'all notice that? They shoot up a school, mental illness. Fucking shoot up a post office, mental illness. Now they killing themselves, mental illness. And or drug and alcohol abuse. Get the fuck out of here. Diagnosed or not, and leave him with the questions. Now let's get to his bullshit. Why the fuck is they accounting for 70% of suicides and killing themselves at twice the national rate. Because guess what? Let's figure that out. Because everybody have problems. We all humans. We kind of share the same problems, right? But why them? Why they killing themselves more than everybody else? We'll find out. His other fucking question: why is suicide rising amongst women? Why the fuck y'all killing yourself? Even in a mountain vacation area playground, he said, motherfuckers is killing themselves even higher in Aspen, plagued by fucking suicide. They killing themselves in Aspen, Colorado. Let's get to the meat of it. For all the glamour and freedom of ski towns in the West in general, it was easy up close to see how broken dreams breed a sense of hopelessness. Roy Holloway, chaplain of Aspen Volunteer Fire Department, operates an emergency suicide hotline. He put it this way to National Geographic: the ski seasons go by and people think, I didn't meet the girl of my dreams. I got laid off. I don't have any more money. I'm embarrassed and I don't want to tell my family that I didn't succeed. In Aspen or Detroit or little red state towns like the one in which he grew up, it's about how we measure failure and what we decide to do about it. And that takes me back to my indictment of the American dream. Now let's Block Talk break that shit down. He said it was easy for him to see how broken dreams breed a sense of hopelessness in Aspen. Now I'm sitting up here thinking about Aspen and I'm picturing it, and it's hard as fuck for me to see. It's blurry and foggy than a motherfucker, because right now all I'm picturing is skis. Oh, people skiing. All I see right now is snow white faces going down hills, going wee, oh, and all of this fun. So I'm not seeing it. I don't see how the fuck he just saw the broken dreams in Aspen, a fucking ski town. But maybe it's because I'm black. I just don't see that shit. Now let's go on and see what the fuck he said. Roy Holloway put it this way: they go by talking about, I ain't meet the girl of my dreams. I got laid off. I don't have no more money. First off, you don't have no more money? When white people say they don't have no more money, bro, that mean they got $20,000 left in the bank. Everybody know that shit. First of all, you didn't meet the girl of your dreams. So any day now you can meet the girl of your dreams. And don't this sound like problems we all face? Black, white, Latino, or whatever the fuck? I got laid off. Well, try being black and not getting a fucking job in the first place to get laid off, motherfucker. What is you talking about? These is regular human problems. I don't have any more money. Maybe because you spent all that shit in Aspen, motherfucker. You know where you at? What you mean you don't have no more money and you embarrassed to tell your family you didn't succeed? So you went to Aspen to meet a girl and succeed or some shit? And is your family so far? Your family probably done inherited some money from us, goddamn it, off of slaves back, that they'll loan you something. They probably live in a mansion and you ain't about to fall on a rough patch and like you one step from homelessness, motherfucker. What is you talking about? All of these is regular human ass problems. Then they gonna say in Aspen or Detroit or little red states. Yeah, you better bring up Detroit as much as you motherfuckers act like black people just walking around stabbing each other in the throat. Yeah, bring that up. How y'all killing yourselves more than people is killing themselves in Detroit, O-Block, and all of that. You dig? And I'm gonna keep repeating that shit. Get to the next slide. The idea that this nation affords each of us the opportunity to be whatever we want comes true for many, but certainly not all. Unspoken is the converse implication, especially for white men born with advantages conferred by race and gender. If you can't make it, it's your fault and you are a failure. Individuals can define success differently, but our upbringing and cultural norms teach us to keep score. And that we define winning in America in dollars and creature comforts. If we are not born into money by slave fucking labor, it can be freeing and motivating to believe our lot is not cast, that America affords us the chance to attain meaningful employment and have enough money to live comfortably. That's really my story. Breakdown. All right. The idea that this nation affords each of us. By us, he mean white males, but but they don't come true for all of us white males. Unspoken is the converse implication, you dig? Especially for white men who get the fucking advantages just for being white and a male. Y'all understand what I'm saying? They keep letting y'all know about these advantages. So whenever some idiot talking about, oh, we on the level playing field, it's 2019, it's 2020. If you don't make it, it's your fault. Remind them to come read this fucking article where these people clearly state they got advantages, motherfucker, just for being white and a male or white and a woman. God damn it, you got the motherfucking advantages. And then they gonna say, if you don't make it, it's your fault. Yeah, it is your motherfucking fault because you got the advantages I don't have and you still fail. That's why, to keep it real with y'all, I don't donate to homeless white people, motherfucker. Because if you ain't make it, then goddamn it, I feel like that's your fault. You fucking out here white, advantages every fucking way, and you still ain't make it. Man, get your stupid ass out of here. Talking about if we ain't born into money, it could be freeing and motivating to believe our lot is not cash, y'all. Think about that a quick second. To believe. That mean they know damn well that they lot is cash. By lot cash, that mean that, oh, America just gave them shit. You know what I'm saying? They know that they damn lot is cash, but they feel freeing and motivating to believe your lot is not cash. Ain't that a bitch? Because you know it is. All you got to do is shave and take a shower, and you're going to be the manager of Target, and then they're going to move your ass up the corporate ladder if you just work a little bit harder than the rest of the white people. God damn it. To the next slide. Remember, he had already said that's his story. Public education lifted him from childhood poverty. I had good teachers, good parents, and got a couple breaks, particularly being born a white male American. Y'all heard it, huh? While I had to learn to act like I belong at, say, college banquets with odd place settings and food dishes I couldn't pronounce, I never had to deal with racism or sexism. Today I have a love and rewarding work, a great deal of fun and fulfillment in my life, and still at times I feel inadequate, a condition that I know is wholly ordinary but can feel profoundly shameful when it's happening to you. Now let's break it down. See, he was basically in the situation supposedly as most blacks. He went through public schools. He said he had good teachers, good parents, blah blah blah, but look what he did have. He got his breaks because he was born white. Didn't he just say that? While all he had to do is act like he belonged. So think about it. He not really telling us new. Don't we have the problems he said about not having a girl, not having a job, just that and the third? That's all human problems. Now he's saying he had to fit in. Don't we have to do that? When I go apply for a job, don't I have to say, my name is Brian? Yes, I've worked for services and blah, blah, blah. Don't I have to act like I fit in? So he doing that. But then what he said, I never had to deal with racism or sexism. Then now you see what the fuck we go through, because we go through all the dumb shit we go through, that you go through, that make you kill yourself. But on top of that, we deal with hard ass racism and sexism, goddamn it. Not just racism, motherfucker. Today I have long and rewarding work. Look, he got rewarding work and he be having fun, his shit, but he still feel inadequate, you dig? That's cause something inside your soul just feel like, man, I was actually just giving shit. That's why they be bungee jumping and shit, because they bored than a motherfucker. Y'all don't get it? This is they haven. They having fun around here and they just so bored, motherfucker, skydiving. Like, damn, man, I just still don't feel comfortable, Bill. I got all this money, I got the mansion, all of my white people gonna come up and live prosperous lives, but I'm just not fulfilled. That's because you a dirty motherfucker. Continue. I do not know all the toxic expectations put on little girls or non-white Americans, but I know that little white boys learn that if they don't succeed, it's because they aren't savvy enough, aren't determined enough, or hardworking enough. The explicit message can be crushing if, as adults, we fall short of our expectations. I do not suggest that white men are oppressed or that America's inexorably changing demographics are depriving us of success or anything else. I do think that fear of these changes is harming our politics and civility, and I think it's past time that we look at the difficulty and myths of the American dream that includes how much we value rugged individualism, advice I recently gave a college friend who's in a rough cancer fight about the value I found when I had a cancer in letting people help rather than trying to be tough. It is healing to reach out or listen. None of us should feel alone or terminally ill. So basically, you know how he began this shit by tugging at our heartstrings. He ended with that his friend who was battling cancer and all of that bullshit. But fuck all of that. Let's break down the fucking beginning. Fuck all that cancer bullshit you talking about. Go to that other slide. See? Then he said, I do not know all the toxic expectations put on little girls and black people. See? You do know the expectations put on us, asshole, because they all the ones you went through, except for the two that you forgot to talk about. Sexism and racism. What the fuck you mean you don't know? You just named the shit a minute ago. You said sexism and racism. You know how fucking big racism is? It's systemic, dumbass. It's so fucking powerful that half these black motherfuckers don't even know that they oppressed. They walking around listening to music, buying fashion or whatever, don't know what the fuck is going on. That's how powerful racism is, and sexism itself is too. Goddamn it, all you white males running shit, but you're still killing yourself. You're still fucking bored, huh? Just don't have shit to do. Look, he talking about, oh, if for white boys though you did, if we don't succeed, it's because we ain't smart enough, we ain't savvy enough, we ain't determined or hard working enough. That sound like some shit Obama told us. See, that's another thing you going through. Everything you talked about is what the fuck we going through, except sexism and racism, dumbass, which means we have it way tougher than your fake ass talking about. Cause think about this, what Obama old bitch ass gonna say? Pull yourself up by the bootstraps and all of that, and that boy can make a baby. What that sound like he telling us? We ain't savvy enough. We ain't hard working or determined enough. We don't want to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. You know all that bullshit. They love saying that. Don't that sound like that, y'all? So this dude naming all the problems everybody else have, except he don't have racism, powerful as a motherfucker, and sexism. But we supposed to feel sorry for him. Then he gonna say, what he said, I don't suggest we oppressed, because you know we is. See? Everything he naming is the shit that we going through. We oppress, you motherfucker. Then he gonna say, in all that America's inexorably demographic changes. Inexorably mean, you know, we can't stop it. It's just, look, this shit is turning to more black and black people and Mexican people, and we can't stop it, goddamn it. That shit is harming our politics, which means it's so many blacks and Mexicans and shit that they say, hey, you better change this or I'll change this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting their politics. Damn, now we gotta get a nigga some guns. Damn, now they on the even playing field. Now we really about to kill ourselves from 2000 to 2017. You see what the fuck I'm saying? And what happened politically? You went from the black dude to Trump, goddamn it, and they killing themselves at a higher rate, from 10 to 14 deaths. 14 per 100,000, goddamn. Y'all hear that shit? Dude said 600. Nigga said the size of fucking Detroit. That's the status of them killing themselves, but what you see on TV every night. Those chopper-toting old block thugs. It's those niggers from Harlem. Oh, that's those thugs out of the Magnolia projects. Oh, he's walking down Compton, crip walking. That's what you hear about all fucking night, though, huh? It's us. But most of gun violence is committed by them. 70%, go look it up, and they killing they fucking self. So if majority of gun violence is from them, why the fuck is they fucking demonizing you every night? Tell that shit to grandma and grandpa who act like it's those crazy pants saggers all day, ready to point the finger. Y'all messed it up, ain't thinking about when they sold all these black-owned businesses and shit a few decades ago. Yeah, I ain't forgot, motherfucker. Now every time you go to a liquor store, you don't even see a black-owned business sign no more, goddamn it. So don't just be sitting around here blaming yourself, and don't forget about this. Remember that white boy said we was brought up to keep score, you did? We got this. What he said, matter of fact, let me put that slide up, you did? Dude said, We define that shit by keeping score. And what we define winning in America in dollars and in creature comforts. Let me reread that. Individuals can define success differently, but our upbringing and cultural norms teach us to keep score, nigga. We took over the White House. We took over the public streets. We got everything, you did. That's how they define winning in them dollars. Oh, we monopolized every corporation, you did. We got Viacom, blah, 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 and that. Ain't none of them niggas buying no news networks to combat our fucking media. Good thing we got YouTube, you stanky bitches, you dig what I'm saying? Because I'm combating it now. You see how they measure that shit? And creature comforts, all of them little mansions and shit that you striving to be in, and all of the dumbass rappers who keep showing you homes they don't even fucking live in. You know what I'm saying? Keeping you chasing that dumbass American dream. And let's talk about that stupid ass dream for a second. The dream is actually that everybody being on a even playing field, you dig? And everybody's still thriving. He said that shit is killing them, and y'all need to revisit that. We can't give everybody everything because we killing our fucking self, you dig? If we putting everybody on the equal playing field, plus the demographics is changing, these people is gonna run us out of this damn country. That's what he's saying. We need to revisit these myths, goddamn, because if everybody get all the advantages that he kept speaking on, all the advantages that white people get, then goddamn it, we gonna kill ourselves. So what did we learn today, class? You did? That if white people keep giving you all the advantages you want, they feel like they gonna keep dying. So they gotta hold on to that shit, you dig? Remember that. Remember that bullshit, dog. Once again, y'all holler at me.